Well, I mean, the story started when I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, and I saw John, George, and Paul, and something changed inside. Then I saw Ringo, and I thought, you know, the big beautiful nose and the big smile, and he was like kind of swishing his hand, and I was addicted to drums from that point on. I feel like drums chose me. Hello, my friends. And so I just followed that path and just developed that path. I horribly failed my first big audition, which was the impetus for me to write my first book, because I had overwhelming stage fright and I was rushing. So I had to get control of my internal meter, and I also needed to, I promised myself that I would kick stage fright's ass. I got the Pink gig because I was playing with Cher. I auditioned for Cher 3 times. I probably am in the Guinness Book of World Records for auditioning for Cher more than anybody on the planet. 3rd time I finally got the gig, and then I did 2 of her biggest tours. And the same manager manages Pink, so when Pink's drummer was unavailable, I came in and subbed for a couple of weeks, and after a couple of weeks, they gave me the gig. And I've been playing with Pink for 13 years since then, and I still played with Cher up until last year. So it really is about the relationships, and when you're in the position to actually perform, you need to perform very, very well, because sometimes you only get that one chance. And I can't tell you how many times my daughter has told me, "Daddy, you're too positive. Stop it." You know? Because I've really fundamental philosophies that I live by that I believe have gotten me where I am, and I try to infuse those as delicately and as subtly as I can until she's ready to dive right in, or else I will get resistance like that. And usually for us, we'll do 1 or 2 weeks of band rehearsal, and then we have the full production rehearsal. The dancers in Pink will have already been working on all of the dance moves. The director and the choreographers and the stage designer have started months before. So by the time we get into full production, we have the stage is completely all set up. All of the rigging, all of the aerial stunts, the lighting, the video, and then it's just a matter of rehearsing and being able to have a lot of continuity and a lot of confidence, because we've done it enough times that by the time we do our first show, that we're prepared, and we know, even if you want to be a little bit of nervousness actually makes you more sort of hyper aware and gives you a sensitivity that's great.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Attitude has incredible power in that we can't always control what happens to us, but we always have the power to change, shift, and choose our attitudes about what happens to us. And why that's especially powerful is your attitude is what drives your behavior. And what attitude drives many behaviors, and the behavior is what determines the consequences of your life. That's A times B equals C. That is the topic of my next book that I'm co-writing with Dr. Jim Samuels. And what's next is a plethora of speaking gigs. Managed to do 40 speaking gigs and tour for 6 months last year. I will do more than 40 this year and tour for 6 months. It's incredible because I'm very, very passionate about it. What I do is like a rock show disguised as a keynote, because my examples are all from Pink and Billy Idol and Cher, and my own personal examples. I tell personal stories about my health. I play drums. It's very, very active. I engage everybody, talk about active listening. There's so many things that I cover that are so applicable, because I want everybody to walk out going, wow, that was incredible. That was an experience. That wasn't a speech. That was like I just went to a movie or I just saw a show, yet they're using takeaways that they can immediately apply.